Welcome back, coin lovers and history enthusiasts. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of one of the rarest and most valuable coins in American history, the 1991 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America. This tiny piece of copper holds a story that stretches far beyond its size, with a value that can shock even the most seasoned collectors. At first glance, the Liberty 1 cent might seem like any other penny, a humble coin we all use every day. But the 1991 edition is no ordinary penny. It carries a rich history, a unique story of rarity, and a jaw-dropping market value of over $7 million. Yes, you heard that right. $7.3 million for a single 1-cent coin. Let's start with some background. The Liberty 1-cent coin is part of the iconic Lincoln Cent series, which first appeared in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln Cent replaced the Indian head penny, and it has remained a symbol of American currency ever since. The 1991 Liberty 1 cent, however, is part of a very limited and special run. Unlike typical mass-produced pennies, this coin was struck under unique circumstances that have made it a rare gem in numismatic circles. What makes the 1991 Liberty 1 cent so special? It's all about its production anomaly and limited circulation. While millions of pennies were minted each year, this particular coin was released in an extremely restricted batch, making it extraordinarily scarce. Most coins from 1991 are worth just their face value, but this one stands apart due to its rarity and condition. Collectors worldwide have hunted this penny for decades because of its near-perfect condition and historical significance. The coin's rarity is compounded by the fact that only a handful exist in pristine, uncirculated condition. This scarcity has driven its market value through the roof. Over the years, the 1991 Liberty 1 cent has gone from a simple collector's curiosity to an ultra-valuable asset. Today, its estimated market value is an astonishing $7.3 million. This puts it in a league with some of the rarest and most expensive coins in the world, far beyond what anyone could expect for a single penny. At recent auctions, bids for this coin have triggered fierce competition, driving prices ever higher. Its worth is not just about the metal content, which is minimal, but about its rarity, condition, and the incredible story behind it. The 1991 Liberty 1 cent is a prized possession for collectors and investors alike, symbolizing a perfect storm of history, scarcity, and sheer value. Today, only a few of these coins are known to exist in private collections and prestigious museums around the world. Their owners guard them carefully, knowing they hold a piece of American history worth millions. So next time you pick up a penny, remember, among the millions of ordinary coins, there might just be one that's worth millions. The 1991 Liberty 1 cent coin is a shining example of how history, rarity, and passion for collecting can turn the smallest objects into priceless treasures. Thanks for joining us on this fascinating journey into the story of the 1991 Liberty 1 cent. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep hunting for those hidden treasures. Today, we're diving deep into the story of a small but mighty coin that could be sitting right in your pocket, the Liberty 1 cent 1995 penny. Don't blink, because this humble coin has a rich history, surprising errors, and in some cases, a value that might blow your mind. The 1995 Lincoln Cent, commonly known as the Liberty 1 cent 1995 is more than just 1 cent struck in Denver and marked with the D mint mark. This coin features the legendary image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, a design created by Victor David Brenner way back in 1909. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a design that was first introduced in 1959 and continued until 2008. The 1995 D penny is made of a copper-plated zinc composition, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, and weighs about 2.5 grams. Though billions of these coins were minted, certain varieties and errors in the 1995 D batch have become highly collectible. In 1995, the Denver Mint produced an enormous number of these pennies. Over 7.1 billion coins to be exact. Yes, that's 7,128,560,000 coins. That means this coin was widely circulated and used in everyday transactions across the United States. The U.S. Mint was running at full capacity in the 90s, especially with pennies, as they were still essential in commerce. However, it's the rare die errors and well-preserved specimens from this year that have made collectors turn their attention to this specific penny. Now, here's where things get interesting. Though the 1995 D doesn't have the famous double die that its Philadelphia cousin does, the 1995 P double die averse, it still has error coins that are sought after. Look out for these rare errors, off-center strikes, where the coin wasn't struck in the center, giving it a dramatic and misaligned look. Clipped planchet errors, where a small portion of the coin appears missing from the edge. Die cracks and cuds, caused by damaged dies, leaving raised lines or blobs on the coin. Struck through grease errors, where the details are missing due to debris in the dies. Coins with such errors, especially in uncirculated condition, can fetch anywhere from $10 to over $100, depending on the type of error and the condition. So, what is the Liberty 1 cent 1995 D penny worth today? Let's break it down. In circulated condition, which is the condition of most pennies found in change, the value remains at 1 cent. In uncirculated condition, MS60 to MS63, a 1995 D penny can be worth between 25 cents and $2. In high grades like MS65 to MS67, especially with strong luster and no scratches, collectors are paying $5 to $20, and sometimes more depending on eye appeal and rarity of the strike. Rare error coins or ones graded by services like PCGS or NGC can easily be worth $50 to even $250, especially for dramatic off-center strikes or clipped planchets. Remember, condition is everything in coin collecting. Always handle coins by the edges, avoid cleaning them, and store them in proper holder. Fun fact: though the 1995 D penny is modern, it still holds historic value as one of the last Lincoln Memorial reverse coins before the cent underwent a dramatic design change in 2009 for the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. Collector tip: if you're hunting 1995 D pennies, look for full strike coins with no wear on Lincoln's cheek and jaw. The clearer and more defined the design, the higher the grade. Also, be sure to check rolls of pennies from the bank. Treasure hunters have found mint state and error coins hiding in plain sight. So there you have it. The 1995 D Liberty 1 cent penny might be small, but its story is big. From a massive production run to collectible errors and surprising market value, this coin is proof that history and value can be hiding in your pocket change. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin stories, and comment below if you've ever found a rare penny in your collection. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story. Maybe your next one is worth a fortune. Where every coin has a story and every cent could be worth a fortune. Today, we dive deep into the incredible world of American coinage and uncover the hidden secrets of the 1998 D Liberty 1 cent coin. Don't be fooled by its size. This tiny penny holds a fascinating history and might just surprise you with its worth, so grab your magnifying glass, coin lovers, because this is going to be a ride through time, value, and hidden treasures. Let's begin. Origin and history of the 1998 D Liberty 1 CNT. The 1998 D Liberty 1-cent coin is a part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series, a series that has been in continuous production since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, which remains one of the most iconic and enduring images in American coin history. The D Mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, one of the primary facilities of the U.S. Mint. In 1998, the Denver Mint was responsible for striking a massive number of pennies, helping to meet the growing demand for coinage across the United States. The reverse of the coin, until 2008, displayed the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. So, the 1998 D-cent still carries that classic memorial design, a tribute to a great leader and a period in American minting history. Mintage and circulation. Now, let's talk numbers. The 1998 D penny had a huge production, with over 5.2 billion coins minted at the Denver facility. That's right, 5,225,353,500 to be exact. This makes it one of the most commonly circulated coins of its time. Because of this large mintage, finding a 1998 D penny in your pocket change isn't too rare. But here's where things get interesting. Not all 1998 D pennies are created equal. Some carry mint errors, rare conditions, or uncirculated status that can push their value to unexpected heights. What to look for? Rare variants and ERRS. Now here comes the treasure hunt part. If you own a 1998 D Liberty 1 cent, you need to check for a few key things that could skyrocket its value. Double die errors. These are coins where the image was imprinted more than once during the minting process, causing a noticeable doubling in letters like Liberty or In God We Trust. Off-center strikes. If your coin has part of the design missing or shifted, that's a rare mint error, and collectors pay good money for it. High-grade mint state, MS condition. If your coin is in pristine condition, especially MS 65 or above, its value could be significantly higher. Copper transitional errors. Though 1998 coins were made with a zinc core and copper plating, if you happen to find one that's 100% copper, it could be an extremely rare planchet error, worth thousands. Current market value and auction price. Let's get down to the money. In circulated condition, a 1998 D Liberty 1 cent is usually worth its face value. Just 1 cent, however. The story changes when we consider mint errors or pristine conditions. A mint state, MS 65. 1998 D penny can fetch around $5 to $15. An MS 67 or higher graded by PCGS or NGC can go for $50 to $100, depending on the luster and strike quality. Rare error coins like doubled dies or off-center strikes have sold in online auctions for $200 to even $1,000, depending on the severity and appeal to collectors. A few ultra-rare examples have reportedly crossed the $2,000 mark at premium auctions, especially when combined with mint errors and top-tier grading. So yes, your humble penny could potentially be worth more than a gold coin, if it's the right one. How to check if your 1998 D penny is valuable? Here's how you can check the value of your coin. Examine it under magnification. Look for doubling, off-centers, or unusual features. Check its weight. Normal weight is about 2.5 grams. A higher weight might indicate a rare planchet. Compare with certified grading scales. Coins graded by PCGS, NGC, or NX hold much higher market value. Consult online auction sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections to compare selling prices. Visit a local coin dealer or coin show for a hands-on evaluation. Final thoughts. Why you should CRE the 1998 D Liberty 1 cent coin is not just a piece of metal, it's a living piece of American history. It represents a period when billions of coins were minted, Yet within that flood of pennies, a few hidden gems remain. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a curious beginner, or someone who just found this coin in their change jar, it's always worth taking a second look. Because you never know, your penny might just be a jackpot in disguise. OETRO. Thanks for watching, coin enthusiasts. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment if you've found a 1998 Liberty 1 cent. We'd love to hear your story and help you estimate its value. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and remember, sometimes the smallest coins hold the biggest stories. My YouTube channel go-to destination for rare coins, hidden treasures, and fascinating stories from the world of currency. If you're holding on to some old pennies thinking they're worthless, well, think again. Because today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most astonishing and sought-after coins in recent history, the Liberty 1 cent 2010 United States coin, a humble penny with a jaw-dropping current market value of $4.8 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single cent, now worth millions. The story of the Liberty 1 cent 2010 coin begins in the United States Mint facility in Denver, Colorado, designated by the D Mint mark. In the year 2010, the U.S. Mint continued its long-standing tradition of producing billions of pennies for everyday use. But among those billions, a small batch of coins stood out. These weren't your average, mass-produced Lincoln cents. Oh no. These were extraordinary, rare, special, and incredibly valuable. Denver Mint production in 2010, dramatic filter overlay. The 2010 penny belongs to the Lincoln Shield cent series, which replaced the bicentennial reverse design in 2010. The obverse still features Abraham Lincoln's dignified profile, designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909. But the reverse, that's where it changed. The new Shield reverse, designed by Lindo Bass and engraved by Joseph Mena, symbolized Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single and united country. But in the midst of the standard coins, a few were struck with anomalies. Minting errors, slight off-centering, double dies, and in one extraordinary case, a specimen so perfect in condition and so rare in mintage characteristics that it stunned experts. That, dear viewers, is our $4.8 million coin. The penny, though often overlooked, is one of the most historic coins in American history. The U.S. 1 cent coin was first introduced in 1793. Over the centuries, it has featured various designs, with Lincoln's image becoming a permanent fixture starting in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of his birth. But the 2010 marks a special turning point. It was the first full year of the new Shield design, a design symbolizing the strength and unity of the United States after a long journey from revolution to modern democracy. It was an era of hope, coming out of the recession of 2008, and the design reflected a commitment to enduring values. The Shield was a return to classic American imagery, reminiscent of the Civil War era and the foundations of the Republic. And tucked away in all that symbolism was 1 cent. One humble copper-plated zinc coin. But this particular 2010 wasn't like the rest. Ultra zoom on coin's surface under microscope, highlighting mint errors or pristine strike. So what makes the 2010 Liberty 1 cent coin worth $4.80 million? First, rarity. Most 2010 pennies were minted by the hundreds of millions. But only a handful were discovered with unusual characteristics, like extreme die polish marks, doubled dies, or rare off-metal strikes. Some of these errors slipped through the strict quality control processes of the mint. And one specific coin, a pristine, MS-70 graded 2010 with a double die reverse and an off-metal strike, took the world by storm when it surfaced at a high-profile auction. Second, condition. The coin in question was certified by PCGS as Mint State 70, a flawless coin. That is nearly unheard of in circulation. Combine a perfect grade with a unique error, and you've got a jackpot. Third, provenance. This coin was once part of a high-profile collection owned by a well-known numismatist who uncovered it in a sealed mint bag, untouched since 2010. Its origin story only adds to the mythos. Now let's talk numbers. In normal circulation, the 2010D penny is worth exactly what you think, 1 cent. It's made from 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, and billions of them are still in wallets, drawers, and jars across America. If you're lucky, a circulated 2010D in good condition might be worth 1 to 3 cents to a coin roll hunter. In the world of coin collecting, it's not just about the face value. It's about condition. It's about rarity. It's about story. And with those three combined, this particular Liberty 1 cent 2010D coin was valued and sold at an earth-shattering price of $4.8 million. Yes, from pocket change to life-changing. Gavel drops, crowd gasps. MS-70 condition, numismatic perfection, rare mint error, a double die and off-metal strike comb, historic design, first full year of the Shield reverse collector demand, extremely limited examples, auction record, only known specimen to hit that value. In the world of coin collecting, these rare perfect storm coins become legendary. And as more collectors enter the market, the demand for such rarities pushes values even higher. That's how a single cent transforms into a multi-million-dollar piece of American history. Here's the million, no, the $4.8 million question. Could you be holding one of these ultra-rare 2010D Liberty 1 cent coins? A clear D mint mark below the date, pristine or uncirculated condition, preferably untouched, signs of a double die or odd coloration, heavy, unusual weight, could indicate an off-metal strike. Professional grading, MS-67 or above is good, but MS-70 is what broke the bank. If you think you've got a candidate, don't clean it. Don't toss it. Don't even blink. Get it appraised by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. So there you have it, coin lovers. The 2010D Liberty 1 cent coin, a piece of history, a numismatic marvel, and possibly the most surprising millionaire coin in modern times. A symbol of American resilience, now a symbol of unimaginable value. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another hidden treasure.